Welcome to another episode of DWA Off the Cuff. I guess these are mine. I'm just owning these. These are all me. These are lanes. Lanes off the cuffs. Yeah, so I am driving the GTI right now. I don't drive much anymore. I'm working from home. But I am going to the post office to drop off a couple orders we got on the website. We got a couple California plate sticker orders and some other sticker orders. And then, yeah, just going to do that. I just recorded a video, my segment for this week's Experts in Automotive Opinion. So that should be coming out actually before you see this probably. And we just put up a bunch of RADwood shirts on Teespring that I designed, and Kevin McCauley did the main graphic for the new for RADwood NorCal, which is coming up. And then I did a bunch of like copycat graphics, meaning I did a Sega version of RADwood. I did a Pac-Man RADwood shirt, and then and the third one's not a copycat, but it's kind of it's an event shirt as well for Oyster Point RADwood NorCal, and it's just a cassette tape with RADwood and the date and everything written on it. So I kind of like that one a lot. All shirts that I would wear, and I think I will definitely, actually I need to order all of them today. So yeah, those are all up on RADwood's Teespring, so I encourage you to check those out and buy them. And then we have our DMV ripoff DWA shirt, and then the ZR None shirt up on the DWA Teespring right now. So just go check those out as well. Besides that, we had Cars and Coffee last weekend. It was a really good turnout. We'll talk about it on tonight's podcast. We're recording tonight for the Thursday show. Or actually, it'll be on the Sunday show that we'll talk about it. But really good turnout. I don't know how many cars. I would say probably 80 cars or so showed up. And yeah, it was cool. Good mix. A lot of modern Porsches, which is cool. But 4 GT4s, I think, was what we had. And then there was a new GT3 touring and a bunch of cool stuff. So yeah, I was stoked with the turnout for sure. And I predicted it was going to be a really nice, hot, sunny day. And it did clear up later, but it was pretty cold and foggy when we were there. So people were coming up and yelling at me, giving me a hard time about that. So on the way to Cars and Coffee, whoa, look at this Mustang, such a pile. I was driving my 944 to Cars and Coffee, which is like right up the coast from where I live. And the brakes felt a little squishy. I just haven't had them flushed the other week. So, you know, I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh, well, maybe I just need to re-bleed them. Then when I went to leave Cars and Coffee, the brake pedal was all the way at the floor. So I stopped, actually brought the car back to my house, and I realized that the brake fluid was all gone out of the reservoir. So it looks like I have a leak at the master cylinder, right where it connects to the brake booster. It's just leaking down there, and you know, I filled it up and the brakes came back to life. But yeah, it looks like it's probably a drip every 5 seconds or something, so that'll drain it pretty quick. And so I ordered a master cylinder the other day from Pelican Parts, and it should be here tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get it put in within the next few days. So shouldn't be too hard. I had replaced it around 3 years ago, so I don't know, that's not a very good lifespan for a master cylinder, I don't think. But it is it's not the worst job in the world, although it does suck to play with brake fluid. So I'm just at the ATM right now getting money, because money is good. The brake master cylinder looks to have gone out. Hopefully it didn't ruin the booster. It doesn't seem like it did. It's still you know, pedal pressure still feels good and everything, so I think that's all right. But kind of annoying that it only lasted a few years. And then with the at Cars and Coffee, I drove. A friend of ours has a now I'm totally drawing a blank on the year. So John, friend of ours, he goes by Bad Rabbit Habit on Instagram. He has a 1979, I believe. Might be an 80 actually. 79 or 80 VW Rabbit. It's a two-door. It's the full base model car. I guess, like, I had a 79 Rabbit C as my first car, and I thought that was the most base model that it came. But I guess there was a lower model, and that was the Rabbit C. Or the Rabbit, just the Rabbit, no C, no anything, which is what he has. So I drove that car, and it's not just a normal Rabbit. It's really nice, for one. It's original paint. It's this cool kind of baby blue with these rad pins, like graphics on the side and stuff. It's all factory. And then it has Zender wheels, which are really cool. It has a Zender rear spoiler, and then it has a 2-liter motor out of a later, Volkswagen. Just a 2-liter 8-valve motor with a bunch of boost. So I was able to, and it has a 5-speed out of a later model, like a Mark III or something. I think the motor's out of a Mark III as well. So it's just that 2-liter 8, I think they call it the ABA motor. So I drove that car. It was, and it's super fun. It's probably not any faster than this car, than the GTI, but it feels so violent the way the power comes on. And it's just a really fun car to drive. It's the ultimate, like, old cars are more fun than new cars kind of thing, because this car is so refined that you can go through the gears and you're never scared at all, and it doesn't feel like you're going that fast even if you are, because it's so smooth and isolated and everything. This thing, you just feel everything. You can, like, have the front end, like, tons of understeer mid corner, so you kind of have to choose when you press the throttle. It's just really fun. It was having a problem with the tune. Has a little problem right now where off like throttle tip in, there's nothing really there, so you can't really blip the throttle for downshifts and stuff like that, which is a little bit annoying. And I was having a hard time with that. And then also it these fucking assholes. And then also the seat kept sliding back, so the spring's missing for locking the seat down. It has some really nice leather seat, like Recaros, out of a VW Corrado, which look really appropriate in it, and it looks really good. But dude, the thing is just violently fast and super fun to drive. And like I said, it's probably not any faster than my GTI, my 2017 GTI, but it just feels so fast. So, and this is the car I drove. He had a Mark I Rabbit pickup truck, so Volkswagen Caddy, with this same motor in it, but he was running more boost, and it felt more violent when the boost kicked in, but there was tons of like turbo lag, and then it would kick in and kind of throw you back, where this is just power everywhere. I didn't feel a lot of turbo lag or anything like that. So it feels way faster in this setup. And then also his Rabbit, his pickup truck, when I drove that, I remember thinking, commenting that the steering was really dead off center, and this Rabbit that I just drove was anything but. It was really nice. Steering felt really good. It was well weighted. Felt a lot like the 944, and kind of makes sense because it shares a lot of the suspension components. So yeah, it was a really fun car to drive, and it definitely made me want another little old VW, so a vintage VW, or like a little Rabbit, a GTI, or like a Mark II or Mark I GTI, which is, I think that would be a really fun car to just run around Santa Cruz in, and I could still fit my kids in it and everything like that too. So That might be the next. That might be the car to replace this car, since I'm not commuting anymore and stuff. But yeah, I think that's all my updates. So 944 is broken again, and I drove a Rabbit. That's the main takeaways from this. And RADwood is coming soon. So I think it was Brad wrote something like it was a month and 10 days, and that was a couple days. So it's like a month and a week away, basically. It's a Sunday, Oyster Point, in that's South San Francisco. So go check it out. Get your tickets now. Walk-ups, you can pay when you get there, but easier if you pay online. And just, even if you're a spectator tickets are on sale now, and they're going to be cheaper. They're cheaper now than they would if you're, live at the event. So get everything now at radwood.org, and then check out drivingwhileawesome.com. Check out our merch. We have stickers, and we have keychains, and we have the California license plate stickers, and Teespring, Driving While Awesome, teespring.com/stores/driving while awesome, I think. That's what it is. So go check it out. Thanks. Bye.